Hey, you look a little light now.
Wait, I got stuff.
Are we keeping this in? I got stuff. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, I didn't want to see this movie at all, but Paul begged me and begged me and begged me to go see this movie. So we did. And we're going to see Playing with Fire. Oh, Paul. Playing with Fire, kids movie. Let's be fair, it was geared towards kids.
Okay, now I take exception to that.
Okay?
I actually think they were trying to gear it towards kids, but I don't even think kids will enjoy this movie. There were kids in this movie doing kid things. Fantastic. But the kids are not going to enjoy the kids doing kid things because all the other things surrounding the kids is not for kids. It's just bad.
It was. And you know what? The kids doing kid things in this movie, it looks so forced.
Yeah.
That they were doing it. Like the kids screaming. In one scene, there's a whole poop scene where the kid poops her pants. The kid looks too old to poop her pants, for one thing.
Yeah, they treat her like she's a 1-year-old, but she looks like she graduated college already.
Like, I know, like, very cute little girl. Very cute. But you can tell she was acting through the whole movie. The screams, when she's screaming, it's like someone said, okay, time for you to scream. And so she, there was no motion into why she was screaming or reality to the screaming. It was just screaming for the sake of screaming to make the situation look like it's unbearable. It was so bad, this movie.
And there a lot of the moments in, like, almost every scene seemed to go on about 4.5 times longer than it needed to be. Somebody should have been there. Okay, cut. Or, okay, make that a little bit snappier. But everything just seemed to drag on and got into cringe mode at a lot of points.
I think one of the problems was the script was only 30 pages long, and they had to stretch it to an hour and a half. And they stretched it to an hour and a half. This could have been a half-hour after-school special.
This obviously was not for us.
No. But you know, I don't think kids can enjoy this. I like kids' movies sometimes.
True. But there were some older ladies in the audience. Out of the maybe 7 people that were there, a few of them were older ladies, and they were laughing. So whatever this movie gave them, they enjoyed it.
I think senility had hit those ladies because I think we laughed once. And I can't even remember what it was.
Well, the movie was about, it felt like 5 hours of really cringy dad jokes.
Yeah.
And screaming kids.
And over the top, I'm Mr. Professional and nothing can be serious and blah, blah. Over the top.
And at the end, like, every little plot point that they had in the entire movie at the end turns into a big happy ending. Like, okay, we had something here. Okay, we have to make it a big happy ending for that little thing. And over here, this other thing has to be a big happy ending all in the last 10 minutes at all nice little bow and everything.
Yeah. And there was nothing unpredictable in this movie. Nothing unpredictable in this movie.
No.
At all.
Now, was there anything good about this movie?
No. I can't even say yes to that. I did not think...
I thought the older sister, Bryn, did a fine job. Now, she didn't have a lot... She didn't have a lot to work with.
Or do.
But she didn't make me cringe or roll my eyes. And do you know what other movie she was in?
No. Go ahead. You're going to surprise me with this one. Go.
This blew my mind. She was Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool 2.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the face now.
I had no idea.
Well, a completely different look, completely different haircut, completely different everything. They also younger her up in this movie.
Yeah, she looked way younger than when she was in Deadpool.
Well, yeah. But, that all being said, She didn't have much to do in the movie because the lines were horrible. The situation was horrible. The firemen were so, and I like Peel. I like the guys in the movie. I like them, and they were so bad in this film.
So
it was
over the top.
Like so much that I hate it because they were trying to take the things they do best and then exaggerated it 50 times. That's not how it works. You take what they do best and you work with it into the film. You don't make it 50 times more. That's like, hey guys, Homer Simpson says dough. So from now on we'll have him say dough, 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 dough. That'll make it even better, right? It was that bad. Oh, I hated this movie. 6 minutes into the movie, I swear to God, I turned to Paul and I said, uh-oh. Because that's how bad the movie was.
I sat there 3/4 of the movie with my hands over my face because the cringe I couldn't watch.
Before this movie, we're going to see a second one shortly. We're just waiting for it to start. We're going to see Midway after this. And before the movie, I said, hey, Paul, which movie do you think was going to be good, is better? And Paul says, Midway. Well, guess what? Midway can be a huge dumpster fire, and it'll still be better than this movie.
Again, this movie was not for us.
Or kids, or women, or females,
you may
or
enjoy it.
Men, or children, or dogs, or cats, or anything. It is not for anybody to see. When it comes on Netflix, I don't even think Netflix will keep it. It's going to be on Hulu, Prime, Plus, sub-streaming service somewhere. Roku, something like that, on Popcorn TV somewhere, way off in the distance. This was horrible. It was a bad career choice for the actors. Judy Greer is such a good actress. I hate that the movies they put her in. I hate it. Because she's always either a bit part, a nobody, the mother in Jurassic Park that does nothing but give her kids away. Like bit parts like that. And she's such a good actress. And then they have her in a sort of a starring role in this. And it's a horrible movie, pathetic movie, horribly written. Oh, wait a minute. How do I feel? How do I feel about this movie?
Remember when you said we should see this movie? Yeah, that was a great time.
Because I'm going away. We have to see movies to put it up. And guess what? We're going to put it up. Here we go. Out of 10. What do you give it?
3.
Oh, no.
I've never given a movie a low 3.
I'm sorry. I have to give this like a 1. I'm giving it a 1. If I laugh once in a comedy, and it was more of a cringy laugh than an actual laugh, when there's 3 comedians in the movie, I'm sorry, it's a bad movie.
But we did laugh that one time.
We did laugh, but can you think of it?
Yeah.
What did they do?
It's when the little girl poured the tea on his face.
On the tea on his face.
Spoiler.
Yeah. You ready for this spoiler? The little girl comes into his room when he's sleeping at night with a mask on her face. It's like a hockey mask thing, and she's holding a cup of tea, and she goes, morning, and he goes, oh, what are you doing? She says, I made you tea. And he goes, how did you make it? Before he finishes the sentence, she pours it on his face. That one caught me off guard. That was funny. And then it went into silly stuff again. That's the funniest joke in the movie, in a comedy. Okay. That's pretty sad. 1. It's a 1. And you know why? Because we rated it a 1 out of 10. Not at a 0 out of 10. So it's a 1. That's how good I like this movie. Don't go see it. It should never, ever have been approved.
Okay, just so you know, I called him and I said, why don't we go see Dr. Sleep, sequel to The Shining. It's a nice horror movie. That would be better than this kind of like family movie I think this is going to be, this Playing with Fire. How about let's skip that one and go see Dr. Sleep. And now I have to drink vodka to forget that I saw the movie Playing with Fire.
Paul thinks in any way I'm keeping that in.